Hey, welcome back to Project 38. Ranger Sprocket here, and today we're going to build a trellis for the grapevines. Stick around, we'll show you how. Okay, well, I've always heard that you never have time to do it right the first time, but you can always find time to go back and do it the second time. So since I don't have time to do it today, I'm going to go ahead and do it the right way while I'm into it. So what I did, I just went stretch past where it's going to go so I have a straight line so I can go ahead and set my posts. I want this to look good today, and I want this to look good 20 years from today. I want it to be sound, I want it to be solid. So we're using pressure treated wood for direct ground contact. It will not hurt the vine, the fruit of this. It won't hurt that one bit. We're going to set one on each end, and we're going to set one in the middle. I'm going to go get my diggers and we'll get the hose dug. But the most important thing is, before these roots get real deep, before they get so big that I cut into them, we want to go ahead and put these posts in the ground. I don't know if I still have the footage where I planted these or not back in early April, I believe it was. I'm going to go back and make sure I still have that. I'll get that one posted up before this one, I believe. And so these have been in the ground for some time, probably 2 months by now. They're doing very well. I was really skeptical at first. I didn't think they was going to make it, and then just kind of all of a sudden, they just pop-eyed right up real good. So get some diggers, put these in the ground, and we'll be right back. Pro tip, if you don't like getting dirt all in your grass, get you a big piece of cardboard and put down here and throw your dirt on. That's 30. Whew. It's way too hot to be doing this. May wait. Give it a little time to cool off. I gotta get my level out. Gotta get the concrete, gotta get it mixed up. I'm gonna pour concrete in the first one and then the furthest one down because they'll be under tension. The one in the center, it's just a vertical, gonna carry a overhead load, so it shouldn't need concrete. Even if it does, it's not getting it. Praise the Lord for the heat. Okay, one of the first things we want to do here is check and see if we're even in the shot. Okay, first thing you want to do here, I'm just going to pick an arbitrary number. I know this is my lowest pole, but we're just wanting a mark to reference from so we can check and see where we're at. So I'm just going to drive this in here, and that's all I'm going to do on this end. For the meantime, all you need is your level. And the way these hook on here, hopefully you can see that. You got two hooks, they oppose. Goes on one side, hooks on the other. Like this. Check and see if that's in shot. I'm gonna pull this back around. I'm gonna pull it good and tight. Good and tight, and I'm not speaking German either. Put your speed square on the pivot. Rotate it to the line that you're supposed to be cutting on. Read this side right here. We're at 20, 25, 26, 27 degrees. $27. You'll need that in a minute. These are 8-foot 4x4s, and in the ground about 30 inches. So the top of this is about 69. These 2x4 spacer blocks in here, I cut 12 inches. These 2x6s are 12 feet long. With a 27-degree cut right here. Pro tip, especially when you're cutting miters on the end of stuff, measure where your point is with your blade. After you know you're getting the point, come to the end of your piece, draw a line, bring your other end into that mark. Same every time. Measure to the center, 1 foot on centers each way. 28 inches, 27 degrees, 1 foot on center. Pro tip, after you get the first one in place, measure the bottom to the short side, mark them all the same, set them all to the same edge, and they'll all be straight, nice and uniform all the way down the line. perfect. If you haven't done so already, please consider supporting your local Project 38, your Ranger Sprocket, Lady Sprocket, Little Todd, and Big Hoss. We'd appreciate your support. Subscribe. Well, I believe that about wrap it up for this little project. It was multiple days. The weather was just so, it never fails. You turn the camera on, a car comes by. Well, I believe that about wraps it up for this project here. It took multiple days. Just the heat was so hot that it kept shutting my camera off. And it took probably 2 weeks for my supplier, my local building supplier, to get some 2x6s in. They had everything else. They just couldn't get the 2x6s. So we got those put in, got this finished up today. If all goes well here, and in about 3 years, we may have some grapes. But in the meantime, we have to give them something to grow on. In the days ahead, I'm gonna put some metal eye hooks in here, something other, stretch some aircraft cable through here, and give these vines. I want to have 4 vines through here. I want to bring 2 vines off of this, 2 vines off this, and 1 to 2 vines across the top of it. So that's my goal. I'll bring you along for all that, and it's a multiple year project, but we'll get there slowly but surely. But I just want to let you know the Lord's coming back. And if you're not ready, you need to get ready. You need to find a place to pray. You need to seek the face of God. You need to call upon His name while it is called today. Tomorrow you'll be too busy, but right now is a good time. Right now, while it's on your mind, while it's on your heart, seek the face of God and pray. If you're already ready, then stay ready, because the Lord's are coming back in an instant suddenly for them that's made themselves ready. I'm Ranger Sprocket. This is Project 38. Thanks for stopping by.